Yo, what's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another video, and I am here to take you guys through a bunch of updates that we got for Final Fantasy VII Rebirth and the PC version of the game. We've got a lot of details on the improved PC features, which we already had a little bit of an idea of what to expect, but man, seeing it all outlined, this does look to be a very much improved version on top of the PlayStation 5 version of the game. And the PS5 version of the game had its issues on the base PS5, but on the PS5 Pro it looked really, really good and played really well. On PC, the real question is going to come down to the performance of the game, how the game runs, everything like that, and the system requirements are pretty beefy for the game. Bear in mind that this game on the base PS5, the performance mode looked like absolute garbage in my opinion. It ran at 60 FPS, but it looked like garbage. On the Pro with PSSR, it looks pretty damn good, and it runs at 60 FPS. So I figured that this would be a fairly intensive game, so you know, it is what it is. I should note, if you are watching this video and you have yet to buy the game, our friends over at Green Man Gaming, if you do have XP membership, you can get it 43% off for $40.17. That is a tremendous, tremendous deal for the game. Link in the description box below. That's really, you know, the price point, if you buy it on PlayStation 5 right now, on sale, that's what you're getting it for. So that's a tremendous deal. You won't pay tax either, so it's a significant savings on top of what it's available for on Steam directly, and you'll get a Steam key, it'll redeem directly on there, and you'll be good to go. Just a tremendous deal on what a lot of people consider to be the 2024 game of the year. But with the game coming to PC, it does have a lot of improvements and PC exclusive features. You do have improved lighting in the game that'll make the game look better, so you get some details on that. Enhanced visuals. With that, you will have better visuals, and you will have 3 tiers of performance options to adjust from: low, medium, and high. That doesn't sound like a lot, but at least it's better than Final Fantasy VII Remake, which literally just had low and I believe high. It was literally low and high, and I believe there will be other adjustment options that will be available on the PC version of the game with more in-depth setting support, because it was very, very bare bones with Final Fantasy VII Remake on PC. You will have DualSense controller support, so this game does have some features that are tied to the DualSense controllers for like the mini games and whatnot. It's not anything, you know, game revolutionary or anything like that, but if you do have a DualSense controller, that'll offer you another layer to the game. If you have an Xbox controller, obviously you'll be fine, and if you want to play with keyboard and mouse, you'll have that option as well. You will have NVIDIA DLSS functionality. Now, they specifically note DLSS, faster frame rates and upscaled image quality. So, you know, DLSS is phenomenal, and I imagine most people are going to be playing this game. If they want to play it at 4K, utilizing DLSS will hopefully make it a little bit more tame of an experience as far as running the game, because it's a behemoth as far as the system requirements go if you're looking for 60 FPS, 4K, and ultra settings, and I'll get to that in a little bit, but DLSS will hopefully help out with that, and hopefully the functionality of DLSS will be well implemented, because with the base PlayStation 5 version, the FSR for the performance mode just looked so bad. It was atrocious looking in my opinion, but you know, everybody's opinion on that kind of stuff is different, and some people don't even like to utilize you know, AI technology, whether it be DLSS, frame gen, FSR. I think it's incredible technology, and if implemented well, it's phenomenal. Like PSSR on the games that it's optimized for looks great with the PS5 Pro. DLSS, same thing. I don't get why some people just have this adverse reaction to AI technology. I get it that some developers are absolutely using it as a crutch, which is whack, and their system requirements are getting crazy, and they're using it as a way to neglect the PC version. I absolutely get that, but there's this happy medium where we can appreciate what DLSS and frame gen bring to the table, but realize that it's being supplementary, or it should be supplementary to a game being a well-optimized title. So, you know, that's just my 2 cents on that. They also go over the 3 visual tiers that will be available: low, medium, and high. High looks really good. I believe the PlayStation 5 version is essentially the game running at medium, so on the PC version, a few more bells and whistles in the high release. Max resolution 4K, max frame rate, it'll be up to 120 frames per second, so that'll be fantastic. Customizable on-screen NPC count to best suit your PC specs as well. I believe that was available on FF7 Remake as well. You've got mouse and keyboard support as well. I doubt anybody's really going to be playing it with mouse and keyboard, but you know what? Anybody is, that's a lot of people. There's going to be some people playing it with mouse and keyboard support, and the option is always great to have, even if, you know, not a lot of people are going to be utilizing it. It's still great to have it as an option available. So that's everything iterated in the PC features trailer. They have yet to talk about the Steam Deck support. To circle back to when this game was initially announced, what they said about the Steam Deck was, we are also working diligently on optimizations to make sure that the Steam version is playable on the Steam Deck as well. I think that that is an announcement you should make like the week of release to get the excitement ramped up even more. You don't want to drop all the information 2 weeks before release. You want to, you know, kind of trickle the information out so the game is constantly in the news cycle. That's how these things work, especially with a later PC port like this. You really want to peak that excitement at the week of release, and the announcement of a Steam Deck verified or something like that, that would do it very well. And if it's Steam Deck verified, we're talking about the game running at low frame rate, low settings at 800p at probably literally like 25 to 30 frames per second. But given the scale of a game like FF7 Rebirth, it running at, let's say, 28 frames per second at low settings on the deck, I would still find that to be fairly remarkable. You know, you have to keep your expectations in line, I feel, always with the deck when it comes to games that are legit next-gen exclusives. And not only that, FF7 Rebirth, like I said, the performance mode gave the PS5 some issues as far as the game looking like crap, in my opinion. But, you know, it's one of those games that I'm shocked that they even talked about the deck right when the game was revealed. So the fact that they were talking about it, it made me think that, hey, this game is probably going to end up being playable on the deck, at least in some form. Maybe it won't be at the, you know, frame rates that people want. It's not going to be 60 FPS. Like, let's not even kid ourselves about that. But I do think it'll be playable. I just don't think they would have said anything had that not been the case. But yeah, the game is tremendous. It is so much better than Final Fantasy VII Remake. It's not even funny, but you do need to play Final Fantasy VII Remake. In my opinion, Final Fantasy VII Remake is a great game, but Rebirth's got so much more content. You're talking about the Final Fantasy VII story really getting into the heat of the story, whereas Remake was really a lot of the introduction. Rebirth, on the other hand, is a game that is tremendous. It's a core portion of the FF7 story, and where things really pick up. And hopefully with Part 3, it'll be available on Steam and PC day one. I don't know if that's going to be the case. I don't know what kind of exclusivity agreement, you know, Sony's got with Square Enix for these games, but what can you do? Interesting that they only specify DLSS as well and not FSR, so we'll see how that turns out, and no frame gen noted either. You know, the specs are out. Minimum 30 FPS, 1080p, RX 6600, RTX 2060, 16 gigs of RAM, Ryzen 5 1400, i3 8100. Recommended RX 6700 XT, RTX 2070, 16 gigs of RAM, and a Ryzen 5 5600, Ryzen 7 3700X, or an i7 8700, or an i5 10400, and then Ultra 60 FPS 4K at high. High is the highest setting. RX 7900 XTX, RTX 4080, and then a Ryzen 7 5700X or an Intel Core i7 at 10700. 16 gigabytes of RAM across the board. And for 4K, they do note 16 gigabytes of GPU memory is recommended. Hopefully with DLSS, we can get away with 12 gigabytes. We'll see about that, but that'll do it for me. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comments section down below. As always, guys, thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush here again. Hope you enjoyed the video. As you guys might know, YouTube's notification system is sometimes a little bit wonky, even if you're subscribed to the channel. Maybe you're not abundantly aware that I uploaded a video. To remedy that situation, make sure you hit the bell notification button. This way, whenever I upload a new video, and I try to upload as consistently as possible, you will be notified directly of the upload, and you can watch it as soon as it goes live. I would really appreciate if you guys hit that button so you can stay up to date with all of the content I'm posting. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.